Hello and welcome to Ken Goes Cruising. In this episode we're going to look at one of the most talked about issues that you'll find on cruise forums, that being drinks packages. So why buy a drinks package? For some, it's a way of managing their budgets more efficiently so they know exactly what they're going to spend before they get on the cruise. For others, it's a way of saving money. And in some cases, people just go with the flow, buy a drinks package, and then realise it was an expensive mistake at the end of the cruise. In this video, I'd simply like to help so that you make the right decision for you. After all, we're all individuals, and therefore drinks packages don't suit everybody. So let's start at the beginning. Yes, you've purchased your cruise and are considering whether or not to buy a drinks package. What are the things you should consider to see if a drinks package is right for you? Firstly, look at the booking conditions of your cruise and see what drinks, if any, are included in the price. Some companies just include basic water supplied from fountains and tea and coffee from the buffet areas, whereas others will include all soft drinks, including tea and coffee. Some companies include beer and wine to drink with dinner, and others are fully inclusive and supply all drinks as part of your cruise fare. The next thing to do is to look at the various options that are available to you, whether you want soft drinks only, specialty tea and coffee, a standard alcohol package, or a deluxe or premium alcohol package. If you're travelling with children, there are also children's soda packages to consider. And be careful, because on some cruise lines, these are actually included if the adults purchase an alcoholic drinks package. So good news all round. Once you've worked out which one of these may be the one for you, the next thing to do is a little bit of background work and to see if it's good value for you. So how do I do this, you may ask? Well, firstly, you need to find out the current price list for drinks with the company you have booked. This information may be available on their websites, but if you can't find it, the place to go is on YouTube or blog sites where you can find up-to-date prices for most cruise lines. And most importantly, don't forget to check the dates when these were posted, as some of them could be out of date. The next thing is to check to see if there's an automatic gratuity added to your bill each time you buy a drink. Many of the cruise lines add a 15 to 18% surcharge on top of the drinks price listed. And you need to check whether the drinks package that you are considering covers this cost or not, as some do and others don't. At this point, you need to study the small print in the drinks package contract, as you'll find that on certain companies they only cover drinks with a certain value, maybe up to $12. Please be careful to check the currency that the prices are listed in, as some could be in dollars, some could be in pounds sterling, and others could be in euros, depending on which company you're sailing with. The next thing is to work out approximately what you're likely to drink on each day, and don't forget to take into consideration the days at sea. You'll probably drink more than you will in a day in port. So maybe you'll have a specialty coffee mid-morning, maybe a glass of wine with lunch, or beer possibly. Then in the afternoon, specialty tea again, or maybe another coffee, or even a beer or cocktail when sitting in the sun. Then when it comes to time for dinner, you may go for a gin and tonic before dinner, another glass of wine or two with dinner itself, and then possibly a few drinks in the evening, maybe some cocktails. Please check the type of drinks that you enjoy are included in your package. For example, on P&O, if you have a gin and tonic, you can only have tonic from the tap, not a bottled tonic. If you like cocktails, make sure they don't exceed the top value of each drink that you're allowed to get on your package. If you do exceed the price, then what happens with the extra is very different depending on which cruise line you're sailing. With some, you'll just be charged the extra costs, while others will charge you the whole cost minus a percentage discount, so be careful. If you purchase a drinks package, you may have to slightly change your habits. For example, you may be used to buying bottles of wine with dinner. These normally aren't covered in the package, but you usually get some discount on them. However, you could drink wine by the glass with dinner, and it could be included in the package. Once you've worked out what your normal drinking habits are when you're on holiday, you can work out how much your daily spend is likely to be. At this point, you can compare it to the cost of your drinks package and see if it's worthwhile you buying one. There are, however, some things you need to consider. Just remember that most cruise lines, if you buy a drinks packet for an adult, every adult in that cabin has to be on the same package, and you cannot share one package between two people. You also need to be aware that most drinks packages have an upper limit on the amount of drinks you consume in any 24-hour period. The next thing to be aware of is that some cruise companies do offer deals at certain times of year. You can purchase a drinks package for maybe 60% of the true costs. Sometimes bundles are available like Princess Plus that include gratuities, Wi-Fi's and a drinks package, all for a daily cost. So it's always a good idea to keep your eye on what offers are available online before you actually buy. I guess in conclusion, the answer to the question, is a drinks package good value or not, depends entirely on the individual concerned. But with a little bit of background work, you can work it out for yourself. Just remember, if you do buy a drinks package, it runs for every single day of your cruise and every adult in your cabin, so it can be quite a large cost. Are you going to be consuming that amount of drinks every single day of your cruise? If you are, I hope you have a wonderful time, and if you're not, think twice before buying a drinks package. I hope you found this information helpful, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel and hit the little notification bell. That way you can be sure to receive notification each time we put out a new release. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it really helps me and enables me to put more content like this out for you to enjoy. Thank you for watching and goodbye.